Today we're playing Darius and Lulu. This deck was posted on Twitter by Infini Patrons and it caught my attention immediately. We're playing aggressive support units to deal a ton of damage in the early game with a Captain Colrix and Darius to finish the game. Ghost and Decisive Maneuver are great cards to make sure Colrix connects with the Nexus and nukes the opponent for half of their HP. I love these type of unique decks, and honestly, it's really good at what it does too. So don't forget to give moral support to the like and subscribe button, and happy high rolling. Alright, we got game number 1 here against Deep. So, I don't really know how to play this deck. I just found it on Twitter. I was extremely intrigued by the concept. This deck is made by Infini Patrons, which you can see as the deck name right there, who played this game for 10 games and won 9 of them. So I'm expecting great things. I've never really interacted with Infini Patrons, but I've seen their name at the top of the leaderboard often. So if they have a spicy brew, then I know it's gonna deliver, and I'm excited for it. All right, we're gonna get rid of the 1/1, the Young Witch. Kind of crazy. That card used to be a 1/2 at some point, which would have protected it from Valfeast. We are playing Eternal. All right, we're not gonna attack into that. So this card also got buffed. This used to be a 3 to it. This is a 3/3 now. It's just that nobody's really been experimenting with these type of decks, I suppose, which makes sense. Okay, so next turn we're just gonna play Lulu. It's so funny that Affectionate Poro is in this deck. It's pretty good as a challenger. Okay, let's see. There should be no way for a deep deck to kill Lulu. Okay. So we're gonna do this, this, and this. I don't like that Lulu dies here. I don't like it. Lulu dying makes me sad. Let's keep back to Lulu. They get a good trade here, but next turn we can play these 2 units, and then we have a challenger for Lulu, which is a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth killing the Lulu off here. Okay, opponent is at 28. It's a good thing they played this landmark, because that is pretty slow. I don't think that's very good. It can obviously be pretty good if they somehow just get deep super fast with another free sea monster. But overall, you know, I don't think this is too bad for us. That is a lifesteal unit. Okay, we'll play this. They're at 20, so it doesn't really matter. So Lulu levels here. Let's see. When I'm supported, give me +0/+3. Give my support ally +3/+0. So it would have to be like this. It's kind of annoying because we can't pull this at the start. Like, it would be best if we could pull this at the start, so that the lifesteal, they don't actually get anything from it because they're at full. This could have been 10 damage, but instead it's 7, which is still fine. This also stops us from leveling Darius. So it is actually quite bad. But still, we're not in a bad spot here. They're forced to open attack next turn. They have to open attack because otherwise we can just give Lulu the barrier from Pix. Alright, sure. Yeah, we have this. So let's see what they do. It's been so long since I actually played Lulu. It's insane. If they trade Lulu, is that bad for us? I don't think it's that bad. What's like the worst case scenario? The Devourer of the Depths. They're 4 away from deep. They're gonna have to apply some real pressure here, which they can't really do right away with an open attack. So we might just get to play the help picks. Okay. So we'll do that. And then we'll just pass, I suppose. Let's see.
Here's a big one.
Yeah, we'll play the Darius.
Is ready.
Let's see. Next turn, I think we have to play the Kato. That's fine. It would have been really nice if we could protect that, but there's just no way. We also have decisive maneuver. They're at 15. Okay.
Get him, Pix! Let's use all the colors.
Let's go all in. That's lethal. That is lethal. So I'm going for it. It is very likely that they have something like Vengeance. It's extremely likely. But this still feels like the correct play. You know, sometimes they just don't have the removal, and then you just win with your Lulu Darius combo. Cool. GG. Gnar Nidalee. This has got to be an interesting matchup. Both playing for the units. Sure. Let's keep that. Darius is back. Okay. What do we want? I think we always play the Poro on turn 1 here. Actually, it doesn't even matter. They're 3-1 drops. We're just gonna spam our entire hand. I just love this Poro in this deck. It's so funny. What is it doing here? How did it get to be in a Darius Lulu deck that's kind of support aggro? 2 Dariuses. Okay. It could be a Pythos actually. Okay. So we will play the Flower Child first. And then we're gonna play the Pix. Okay, I guess we have to just kill that and then buff up the Flower Child with the Pix. The barrier doesn't really do much for us here. Sure. We're gonna push some damage. That's 5 damage to their face. We kill their 2-1. It could be worse. The Young Witch would have been better, of course, because of the quick attack.
If it's made of sand,
Right, you can have another Poro.
Too slow, stupid.
Kill my Poro. Go for it. How much damage is that? Jeez. 3, 4, 7. Next turn we get to deal 10 to them. Never mind. They run Swing Glaive in his deck? That's crazy. Okay, that's not great. That is not great. That is less good. Yeah, that actually does suck, because if they, like, usually this deck doesn't have ways to just, like, pump up their units, right? So that would have been devastating for them if they didn't get that clean kill there. Okay, that's a good card.
Guess we're going.
We'll do it like this.
Hello, friends.
Use moral support for that. Get rid of their weapon plus unit. They could quicksand here. Quicksand wouldn't be too bad for them. Yep. Okay. It's unlikely they get to use the lucky find though. So there's that. They're at 13. I would have really liked to get them to 10. Ooh. Rough draws there. Rough draws. We have nothing to play because of the double Darius draw. Another one. That's a great pass for us. They fell for it. Alright.
Mine is the hand of Noxus.
Why is that in their deck? That is my question. Why do you run that card? I mean, it's not really gonna matter, but it's curious. It's curious. It's pretty likely that they'll have many more stuns if that's the case. What is this card? Is this the deny? This might be the deny. Bonan's gonna figure it out. Alright. So we'll play this. I would have liked to play the Decimate, but I think this is the deny. Kinda has to be at this point. If it was a Nidalee, they would have just revealed it, right? If it was Nidalee, I think they would have pulled the Pix with the 3-1, and then revealed Nidalee when we tried to block with Darius, and then Darius would die. But of course we have moral support, so that Yeah, there's no way that's Nidalee. They wouldn't be given that quick attack if it was Nidalee. It can only be the deny. Alright.
Coin and carnage. There's nothing better.
What is got a really like good reactive hand actually.
We march.
Alright, let's see if that works. Hopefully it's not another one. Another quicksand, because the ghost top deck is hilarious. Okay. Alright.
Prime butchery.
Okay, unfortunately, it's not lethal because of that. There he goes.
True strength.
So we have to decimate, but it's short. It's a little short. So this thing could just kill us from full now. Unfortunately. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. They used the prowl to double the to get +4 health. This would be a 2 otherwise. All right. Well, we'll have to see if we can pull this one through. I guess the card that could have done it was the stun, the decisive maneuver. If we were able to stun this like in our path, the overarm damage would have gone straight through. If they're not sure about this attack, it's pretty likely that they don't have lethal.
Humans hunt for sport. We hunt to survive.
This double Darius hand isn't really doing it for us. I'm just gonna have to take it. We're at 2. Maybe we're not dead. I should probably use this decimate actually. But I think this is the deny, possibly. If we use this, So the ordering is we don't attack with Colrix. We attack with you first, then you, then Darius. Because this gives our elusive +3 attack, and then this gives Darius +1. Okay, it is that. So we're just gonna play this. Now that they don't have mana to deny.
Hit 'em where it hurts.
And then, unless they have quicksand, we should have lethal here. In several ways.
Come on, Rib.
Okay, I'm just gonna pray that Darius doesn't die. If it's a okay. Ooh, what a game, man. We drew so poorly, but somehow we still got there. We beat the big game tycoon. GG. TF Fizz, oh god. An old terror. Okay, I really want to keep the Captain Colrix. It's just so funny. Alright, we'll keep the Affectionate Poro too, because it can actually just kill a Fizz. Okay, let's not be greedy. As much as I want to keep the Colrix, it's probably incorrect. And then we draw the Ghost. It would have been correct. Actually, no, they have elusive blockers. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna take it all back. It doesn't matter. We have the Darius Apprehend combo. Big. This hand is pretty good, but it's like we don't really have anything that actively wins us the game. But if we do find cards that can benefit from the hand we have right now, suddenly it gets really good. Okay, this deck doesn't run Maker Rain. I could just play like this. There's no Maker Rain here. Yeah.
My selection speaks for itself.
Okay, this is not what I expected. We'll kill the
Here's the
Fizz.
pie. Ow.
Okay, that was a really good draw. Like, Young Witch is so good. But now that they've shown this Black Market Merchant, I think there is a good chance that they do actually run Maker Rain. Which would make me very sad. Nothing.
Come on, Rib.
I can't do it like that. I have to start with this.
This way. Go.
Yeah, alright.
Chop, choppity.
Sure thing. That's the aggro. Wait, that's mine. That was my card. That's a good one too to steal for this deck. Because all the units they can steal from us are pretty garbage, but that's a good one.
Never lost a fair game or played one.
Oh, I hate doing this so much. Oh, that was so bad. We really had to kill that Fizz. Because not only do we lose a Poro, they also get there to protect their Fizz, right? Okay, it's fine. Darius wins this. If we can play Darius with 2 spell mana, it's over. Hey, Lulu. Yeah, no, we got this. We got this one. We got this one. For sure. For sure.
Wanna see a trick?
Okay. The worst thing they can do
Just like the Elefloop said.
is level TF in 1 turn.
Perfecto!
But that never happens, right?
Glue,
There's no
I
way.
need a Pix too.
Hello.
Aww.
Hello.
He's gonna be super happy.
Okay, they have 2 cards. But next turn they're gonna draw 5. Okay. They're gonna draw 5 cards. That's fine. That's fine. It's no big deal. 5 cards. Okay. 6 out of 9. It's like Rummage does it, right? Do we have to kill this TF now? Nah.
Mine is the hand
It's a Darius
of
turn.
Noxus.
I don't believe it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we start with Lulu,
Whoa, dizzy.
then you.
Zoom.
Okay. Now, if I had to guess, that's just lethal. But just in case, we'll pull the TF here.
Vroom, vroom.
Just in case. And then if all still doesn't work out, we have the Apprehend Rally. Oh dear God. What's happening?
Nice.
Do they have the Black Market Merchant still? They do. I don't think there's anything they can do for 1 mana from our deck. Is there?
You weren't using it.
Oh my God, these levels.
I guess you can win them all.
Alright. No big deal. There's no way they can trade into any of our units. Wait, they had like a million fleeting cards. 4, 9, 13. They can block 13 damage here. But then we rally, and then they're dead.
Add this to your bill.
And then this blocks here, and they're not dead. They think they're not dead.
It up.
Okay,
Eyes open.
please tell me that I can use this even if there is no enemy, right? Is this gonna be like a world first Apprehend victory? Okay, if any of you have ever won with Apprehend before, please let me know in the comments, because I personally never have. I have never won with this card before. Not once. In all my years of playing Runeterra. Oh, hey, they played a unit for us. Listen, man, I play League of Legends. I've used Apprehend on Darius multiple times, like, often. And it was very good. Like, you pull something in, sometimes it wins you the game, but never in Runeterra, so it's a world first
Let's go
for me.
round again.
GG. Hey, this is the deck we played yesterday. Very cool. Okay, so I know that there's limited interaction in this deck. There are 3 copies of Bloody Business and a whole lot of vulnerable effects. That's about it. Cool. Alright, that's a pretty good hand. It's not bad. Very good hand. Became very good. So, one awkward thing is that they have the All-Terrain Trooper for vulnerable, which will kill the Young Witch.
I wanna go home.
Oh, this is a different version than the one we were playing. Alright, listen, if you're playing this deck at home, make sure to do it like this, and not like this, okay? Don't do it like this. This is bad. That's bad. That's wrong. Like this.
Speedy Scoo.
You don't want to kill your Young Witch. That's bad. We have a pretty sweet hand. I'm not complaining. This deck is really fun to play. There are actually a lot of things you can do.
Time to make an appearance.
There's nothing a good giggle can't fix. Ooh, look what I did.
Please turn me back.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's such a good card. Okay, I was thinking about developing, but with this, I don't think we are.
They won't like this.
You.
Faster.
No?
They won't like this.
No, that doesn't work.
Zoom.
Yeah, that seems about right. Alright.
Off we go! Go on, Pix!
Almost messed it up. Almost picked my own unit. One turn later, I almost did it.
Perfecto!
See.
Nimblify!
Yeah, I think this has to be correct. Nothing else really makes sense. Could you imagine if this card wasn't nerfed? And then we just still have like the permanent stats? It'd be crazy, man.
Are you certain?
Lulu's a little too good. We're not giving up to Lulu. There's no way. There is no way. I will not do that. But opponent said no. Okay,
There's no
fine.
escape.
It's not the end of the world, but having a barrier or vulnerable against this type of deck is just really good. Actually, wait, what am I saying? This is not what we played yesterday. We played this with Nidalee. Not with Taliyah. I was thinking about doing it with Taliyah, but then I was like, C makes it really hard to activate Reputation. So we should do it with Nidalee instead. That's what happened. Whoa.
It is me!
Kinda want to play Darius. I think there should be so many ways to win here. Sure. Double Kato. Nah. Play the big boy.
True strength.
Big Darius.
I have my
With no text on him. On every single card, you have like the name and then the keyword and then the text, right? I don't have a good example here because we don't have any. Here, like this one. Name, keyword, and then text. And then with Darius, there's a name, keyword. And there's nothing here. It looks so weird that the overall is like so far down on the actual card. Doesn't that look weird to anyone else? I mean, it's clean, right? It's a clean card. It's vanilla. It does its job. And the art is fantastic on this skin, by the way. But just, you know, it looks a little off. All right, GG. Yeah, no, I figured. We kind of just curved out. We kind of just support our units. And we won. GG.
Our borders grow.
Boros. All right. Boros are pretty interesting. Our Poros are not good against this. Young Witch is fine. Actually, our Poro... actually, one affection Poro might be good. Because we can play it on 1 and then Young Witch on 2 to kill something. That might do it. I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay. It's actually fantastic that we kept this card. That was actually just nuts. How confused are you gonna be, by the way, if you're playing a Poro deck and then your Darius Lulu opponent also plays a Poro? It's gotta be strange, right? It's gotta be a little confusing.
All along, little ones.
Alright, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. We take those. Kato.
Oh, fluff.
So we'll play this.
What have I told you? Stay out of there.
We're just gonna pull that again with this. Okay. So this gets health when it's supported, which makes the Crimson Pigeon pretty good. Okay, so you, and you. Oh, perfection, look at that. Isn't that just so clean? That's a real support train. Yeah, that's good right there. That was good. Yeah, you gotta block it. You gotta. You can't not. Oh wait, this is Challenger actually. Okay. We have the moral support. So it's very likely that they just vomit like... Oh. I was gonna say they probably vomit like 20 units on the board here, but they did not do that. Do we need this Young Witch? If we save this, what is our next turn? This is at 1. Okay, we'll let it go. We'll let it go for now. And then we'll play a Darius. And they're in Bilgewater, so there are no freezes.
I'll handle this myself.
Is it 2 or 3 now? 3. So you. Cool. So let's start here, actually.
Carve a path.
This overkills for 6. They have a 3 health blocker. 3. It's not quite enough. It's the best I can do. I don't think Darius levels, because they block this with a 2-3, and then we deal 3 here. I still think I had to pull this, though. We're slightly off. Okay. This is I think if they block with the 2-3 and they blocked here, they would take like 5 less damage or something. Sure. I should have played around the 4 stacks a little bit better, I guess, but the 4 king was always the best pool. Yeah, should be fine. We're just not gonna do anything. We're just gonna keep our units alive, and then we're gonna play the decisive maneuver to just win the game. And it should just be over. Oh, even more over. And there's nothing they're gonna even be able to kill. But that's a challenger. Okay.
What time is it?
The king levels. Okay, worst case scenario, they find 2 free snacks. If that's the case, we are in trouble. Okay, they didn't find it. And with only 1, I doubt they will be able to get there. I don't really have to do anything here. For 1 mana.
I apologize to your parents.
There should be nothing that deals 1. Sure. Okay. This should be just the decisive maneuver win here. Okay. Buff you.
Punch it! Ha-ha! Go time! Strength above all.
I think this is correct. This is the most overwhelm damage we can get. This already has overwhelm, so this takes the +3 buff. Yeah, that's good. Alright, GG. Yeah, opponent knew. Opponent knew. We curved out like crazy. That affectionate Poro carried.
Noxus
GG.
is proud.
Oh my god. Blade Dance? At max level? God damn. This is a pretty good hand, though. There shouldn't be that much they can do against Captain Colrix. I'm just gonna keep it. I mean, I'm not expecting to win against this deck anyway, so let's just see what we can do, right? If we pass on turn 1, it's possible that they play the Sparring Student, and then we can play our Affectionate Poro to take it out. Okay, so we pass. They're gonna play the Sparring Student. Never mind. Okay, in that case, we're just gonna play this. And then another one next turn into Lulu. It's really good that we have the attack token on odds. That's actually huge. That could be enough to just win the game. Okay.
How'd you do that?
Yeah, if we draw that, I don't really want to do anything
A
here.
little further. Bingo.
Do I?
Sweep the leg.
Cursed relics.
It just depends on whether or not they have a blocker for this. Like, that's actually really annoying that they had that, right? The landmark, so that this gets buffed immediately. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy passing here. Totally fine. If they're spending their turn 3 playing that instead of a champion, that's gotta be good for us. Also big. So... Are we blocking with Lulu and Twin? Or are we taking 3? I think we have to take 3. If we take 3, we can play Colrix next turn and keep mana open for these two. Okay, there's a lot of line here because it is this deck. So we'll take it, and then we'll play Colrix. They don't have their champions, which is actually, like, fantastic. Such a good sign. I think this is very winnable right now.
Don't make me flood midgify you.
Alright, Azure Relia players, they have a really big brain, so I understand that they need to rope here to think about it. It's all good. There you go. They figured it out. They found the line. If they pass here, it means they have a homecoming. I think a homecoming or any kind of removal is actually somewhat likely. Because they're not playing anything like super meaningful, like they haven't played a champion or something, right?
Steady your heart. Find your beat.
This is now a 5-5. Alright. Hey, there you go. God damn, man. Alright, so we'll do this. That's always a play. That's 100% of the time to play. Now the question is, do we want to remove stuff? Like, I could do... this plus this on this. And then if they... Okay, then I might as well do this too. And then if they try to block something, we'll use Twin. I think that's gotta be worth it.
So much lost.
Yeah, we need something that's slightly more aggressive now. They have 4 cards. Like, we need a Darius or something. That doesn't do it. It's not even close to doing it.
Where they fall, freedom grows.
It's a really bad top deck for us. Late dance is 3, so Aurelia levels. Oh no, she doesn't. It's 1 off. Yeah, it's 1 off. I'm surprised they didn't play this faster. Like, if they, it looked like they had that in their hand the entire time. I guess it makes sense because we had the Poro. That must have been why. Like, even right now, next turn when we attack, we can actually just kill the Aurelia with this.
A line around me.
We need a good draw here. Maybe with the decisive maneuver we can get there. Barely. They have 4 cards. I'm really scared of like a deny or something. I also don't know what they predicted. Gotta do it. Gotta go for it. Gotta just try. Let's go. Beat the roping Blade Dancer. Let's freaking go. And 3 Colrix procs in 1 game. G to the G.
Thinking outside the box, zillion victor, time bomb printer, 1, 2, pop. Meta shifter, not a quitter, fighting for LPP.